guys, it's Pia here and welcome to my Space and Planets Customs collection video. In this video, I will be showing you all of my customs that were inspired by the planets, that were inspired by the sun and the moon, and a few asteroids and a few dwarf planets, and also one that was inspired by a nebula and one that was inspired by a black hole. So most of these customs will be up for grabs in my Etsy shop. You can check the link in the description that will take you to my Etsy shop. And I'm also going to update the description of the video with the most current information that I have about when these are going up there. As I said, most of these will be available for adoption except for the 4 siblings that were inspired by Vesta, Juno, Pallas, and Ceres. Those are staying with me. But all the other ones are going to be up in my Etsy shop eventually. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I won't be talking that much about each and every one of these because I have separate videos talking about them. You can find a link in the description that will take you to a playlist where there are tons of time lapses of how I painted these, as well as videos where I talk about them a little bit more than in this one. But I hope that you guys enjoy this. Sorry for the lighting, it keeps changing because I'm using natural light and it's raining outside right now. But I hope that you don't mind and I hope that you can see the customs well nonetheless. So without further ado, I'm going to start off with my custom inspired by the sun. So here he is. As I said, hope you enjoyed this video and let me know which one is your favorite. So here we go. So here's my custom inspired by the sun. As you can see, I did a head swap between one of these so-called wolf cats as well as a short hair cat's body. I sculpted wings on him and extra fluff to make him look kind of fiery. That's the symbol for the sun in case you didn't know. And yeah, this is what he looks like. I really adore him and I hope that he finds an amazing new home once I put these up for sale. Then we have my custom inspired by the moon. I also adore this one. She was inspired by lace. That's why she has these very strange ears and this kind of lace design going on. I just wanted to make her kind of sleepy looking, very cute, very serene, and I think that she turned out very adorable. She's also definitely one of my favorites from this collection. Then we have my custom inspired by planet Earth. This one features a kind of mohawk that is supposed to look like waves, and it also has this kind of scarf thing going around its body that is supposed to look like Earth when viewed from space. So it's a little bit strange in that way. Other than that, I wanted to keep the colors kind of neutral and earthy looking, and that's the symbol for the Earth in case you didn't know. And I think that it turned out really lovely as well. I had so much fun creating this one. I think it turned out pretty original looking. Then we have my custom inspired by planet Mercury. This one was actually the remainders of the head swap from the sun. So I took the head from the thing that was this kind of short hair cat body with a bonbon head, and I put it on this one, and I have the wolf body for it. And I sculpted this tail. I wanted this one to look kind of aquatic. It was sort of inspired by Sailor Mercury from Sailor Moon. That's the symbol for Mercury, and this one is also definitely one of my favorites because I had so much fun coming up with this really unique design and these interesting patterns here on the tail and on these swirls. So I really love her and I hope that she finds an amazing new home. And if she doesn't, I will very gladly keep her because I totally love her. Then we have my custom inspired by planet Mars. This one, as you can see, also features a kind of fiery design. I decided to incorporate the flame kind of pattern on the fluff on its head and the ears, as well as lots of swirls and fiery patterns on the tail and the neck fluff. That's the symbol for Mars, in case you didn't know. And other than that, I just wanted to keep the color palette really simple so that the flames would really stand out. Then we have my custom inspired by Jupiter. This one I adore as well. I think it turned out really lovely. He's just a spiky-haired dude. I wanted it to be kind of lightning inspired because Sailor Jupiter, once again in Sailor Moon, is, I think, wields lightning somehow as her weapon. So yeah, this is what this one looks like. I had so much fun coming up with this unique design here on the face. I think it turned out really cool and I hope that you guys like him as well. Then we have my custom based on Venus. I tried to make this one kind of like the little sister of Jupiter. She's very simple compared to the other ones because I just wanted her to be really pretty and have unique, huge detailed eyes. She also has these really lovely shimmery wings and she has this very subtle color scheme which I love. That's the symbol for Venus in case you didn't know. And yeah, I think the design around the eyes turned out really lovely. I think she's super sweet. Then we have my custom inspired by Neptune. I also wanted her to have an aquatic design, which is why I gave her these fins in the ears, as well as the mermaid tail and the fins on the legs. She also features a very lovely lace design on the head that goes all the way to the tail as well. I think that she turned out really lovely. She's very simple compared to the other ones, but that doesn't bother me. I think that she is very adorable in her own way. Then we have my custom based on planet Uranus. This one was inspired by a sort of avian design. I took inspiration from birds for this design around the eyes, and I gave him kind of wings in the ears as well as wings here. And he has a massive tail, which I think turned out really cool and unique looking. That's the symbol for this planet, in case you didn't know. And I love this subtle color scheme. I think it turned out really lovely. So I hope that you guys like it as well. Then we have my custom inspired by Saturn. This one has designs that were inspired by sickles. You can see them here on the cheeks as well as on the legs. She also features some fluff on the ears and on the legs. And I just wanted her to have a purple design because none of these planets had a purple color scheme, so I wanted this one to have it. I think that it turned out really cool looking and very unique as well. So here's my custom based on Pluto. I wanted this one to look kind of emo because I thought it would be really funny that he would be this sad character that's upset about not being considered a planet anymore. So yeah, this one also was kind of inspired by my Hades custom because Hades is the Greek god of the underworld and his Roman counterpart is actually called Pluto. So yeah, that's what inspired me for this one, and I think it looks really cute. It stands out from the rest. Then I have my 4 customs that were inspired by asteroids or dwarf planets. I'm not entirely sure which is which. So this one's the first one, and the second oldest one, as I said, her name is Vesta. She was kind of inspired by Sailor Vesta from Sailor Moon. That's where I got this red color from. And also this really cool armor design was inspired by her. Yeah, I totally love how these turned out, and actually none of these 4 will be up for sale, but the other planets will be. Then we have my custom named Juno. She's the oldest of the sisters. She was once again inspired by Sailor Juno or Jun. That's where the green color comes from, and some of these designs were inspired by her as well. Then we have the youngest sister. She's called Pallas. She looks like this. I think she turned out really, really cute because I totally love this base figure. I think it's one of the cutest new LPS that there is. She is totally adorable. And she looks like this. And then we have the final sister. She is the second youngest one. Her name is Ceres. She was inspired slightly by Sailor Ceres from Sailor Moon. And she has these lovely flowers on her armor as well as these big bows. She's supposed to be the most feminine out of the 4, and I think that she turned out really lovely and really unique looking. I really love the base figure that I used for it. I think it's one of the cuter new LPS as well. Then we have the first extra custom that I made. This one was inspired by Nebula. I wanted it to look really cool, to feature lots of glitter as well as have these big eyes that would stand out. So as you can see, it features tons of glitter, tons of little stars and sprinkles, and I think that it turned out really lovely. I actually reshaped the tail as well as added the fluff around the neck as well as added the fluff on the ears. And as I said, it features tons and tons and tons of glitter, and I really love it. This custom is going to be up for grabs as well, as I said previously. And then we have the final custom in this collection. This one's super unique. It's actually inspired by a black hole. As you can see, I drilled a hole in the stomach of this LPS so you can see through it. I think it's such a cool detail and it makes this custom so unique. I had so much fun painting it. I added tons of little dots on it to kind of make it look galactic. And other than that, it features a really simple color scheme. And then it has these really cool eyes that were kind of inspired by the sun. So I hope that you guys like it, and this one will also be available in my shop once I put these up in my Etsy shop. Even though I wouldn't want to sell it because it's so cool, but I think that it deserves a new home because I have too many customs as it is right now. So that's all I had to say for all of these customs and this collection. I hope that you enjoyed it. I definitely had a lot of fun making these customs, and I hope that you guys had fun seeing how all of these turned out. If you want to know when these customs are going up in my Etsy shop, please check the description of the video because I will be updating that one with the information that I have. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making all of these customs. They were definitely a lot of fun for me. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite collections that I've ever made. So thank you so much for watching this video, thanks for all the support, and see you in the next one! Bye bye!